Hello dear programmer. In the last session we started with the quicksort. Let me continue with the quicksort, how that quicksort can be implemented. So we have seen that in the last time that how the entire array is divided into sub arrays. So initially our entire array means from 0th element to the ninth element is considered, and first 26 is considered as an pivot element. Then after performing the operations we are getting 26 in its proper place, and element in the left hand side are less than pivot are unsorted array, and the right hand side are the greater than pivot which are again unsorted. Then we need to take this sub array one by one. So here 11 was the pivot element. Then 11 in its proper place, again this element or the sub array from 0 to 4 is divided into two portions, 0, 1 and 3, 4, because 11 the pivot will be in its proper place. Then we need to take this sublist. In that sublist elements are the sorted. That's why we have completed with this part. Then we left over from this element or the sublist is from 3, 4. Then among this array of 3 and 4 we have performed it. So we are getting that 19 will be in its proper place. Only one element is the less than pivot. So one element itself is a sorted, and no element on this 19 as up to 4th only we are working on it. So later on we are considering the second subarray, means array of a of 6 to a of 9. And again this a of 6 to a of 9 are being sorted. So we are considering the 59 replaced in its appropriate place. So array of a of 6 to a of 9 is divided into array of a of 6 to 7 and a of 9. So again a of 6 and 7, this sublist is compared. Then pivot element in its appropriate place, 37 will be considered as only one element, so that's why it is sorted. And then when we are moving to a of 9 as only one element, that's why it is sorted. So at the end we are getting entire array is sorted. So this is the logic of our quicksort. Now if we think about how does we can perform or implement this quicksort. So if you have observed that here we have considered a one pivot element and which divide this entire array into two partition, less than pivot and greater than pivot. And again we are considering these sub arrays and again apply, consider the pivot, again less than pivot element, and here are the greater than pivot element, means repeatedly we are performing it. So this is the algorithm of our quicksort. Here what we are doing it, a quicksort is the program, or here in the algorithm we want to sort the elements from a of p to a of q. If there are more than one element in the sub array, then we are going to divide that sub array into two parts, means greater than pivot element and less than pivot elements, means that time only we are going to call a partition function. So partition functions performs the partitioning and it will returns the position of our pivot element. So we come to know that again we are applying the quicksort on the first subarray, means from the first location to element index of pivot element and element index greater than pivot element to last element. So like this fashion, this quicksort is going to be recursively called. Let me see how this partition function works. The partition function take that array A, and M indicates that the left position of that array, and P is the upper bound of that array, and we want to arrange all the elements in A of M to A of P such that the pivot element in its appropriate place. So for this reason we are considering the leftmost element as a pivot element. So V is our pivot element. So V is equal to A of M. So we can say here 50 is the V, means pivot element, and I is equal to 1, means I is equal to M, and J is equal to P, means the higher order. I will be increased by 1. So V is our pivot element. I will be increased by 1 and J will be decreased by 1 until I value of I, means E of I, is greater than pivot element, and J will be decreased when A of J is less than pivot element. If the index of I and J are index of I is less than index of J, then we are interchanging the values pointed by A of I and A of J. Okay, so like this fashion, this will be work recursively. So we are saying that here, here that 24 is greater than 50. No, increase by 1. 63 is greater than 50. We need to stop. Now 8 is less than 50. Yes, we need to swap. Stop. Then 63 and 8 are going to be swapped. So like this fashion, we are reaching to a one condition where the index of I is greater than index of j, like this condition. Then the pivot element, whatever our the first element, is swapped with the element which is specified by a of I. So which partitions the element into two parts. So I hope you understand that how does the quicksort algorithm works. Let me have a quick review. That quicksort algorithms where randomly we can choose the pivot index from left to right. But here in this example, for our session, we are considering the leftmost element is the pivot. Then we are partitioning the indices, means I is equal to left plus 1 and j is equal to right minus 1. Means we are increasing I until we will not get the greater than pivot element, and we are decreasing until we will not get the less than pivot element. If the index values of I and j are less, then we are performing swapping. So this type number 3 and 4 are repeatedly performing until we will not get the value of I and j such that the ith index is greater than jth index, and then pivot element is swapped with a of j. Means we are saying the pivot element in its appropriate place. So when we call a partitioning, then we are getting a logic that a pivot element in its proper place and all elements in the left hand side are less than pivot and all the elements on the right hand side are the greater than pivot. And recursively we need to apply this quicksort technique on this first array and on this second array. So we are getting first part, and here we are getting about the second part. So dear student, I expect you kindly pause the video and try to sort the given numbers by using quicksort and try to show how the recursive tree for this given example. I hope you have solved this example. Let me see what will be the recursive tree. Yes, that elements are start with 0 to 7, as there are total 8 elements. So pivot is, so we are getting the pivot will be in its appropriate place, that means at the fourth location, which divide the list into 0 to 3 and 5 to 7. Then we take this first array element. So that's why again we are getting the pivot element in its first place. So no any element on the left hand side, means only one element in the left hand side. So we need to skip. Then we are having the more than one elements, means left is 2 and right is 3. So we are sorting this technique. At this case, we are getting that only one element in the left hand side and only one element on that right hand side. So we will start with the second sub arrays, like left is 5 and right is 7. So pivot elements will be in its appropriate place, that is 6. Only one element in the left hand side and only one element in the right hand side. Like that fashion, our recursive tree for this given quicksort is done. So if we think about the quicksort complexity, then due to partitioning, it may leads us that unbalanced subarray. Means on the left hand side there are no any elements, and on the greater means right hand side there are many elements. So that's why in the worst case that big of n square time we require to sort that array, and for the best case is that big of n log n, where the partition leads the almost equal array, means running time is required for partitioning over the left hand side and the right hand side are the same. So average case for this complex quicksort is n log n. So let me conclude for the today's session. We have seen that quicksort is a divide and conquer sorting technique that works on partitioning its input element according to their values relative to some pre-selected element. So quicksort gives us the superior efficiency, means big O of n log n time is required, and the space complexity is required less as compared to merge sort. So these are the books we have referred and try to solve some exercises. Thank you. Happy learning.